Hi, my name is Philip Hodap, and I'm the alto sax player and one of the vocalists for a group called the Bitchins. Bitchins is a group that started about 24 years ago. Next year's our 25th year playing. We only play one time a year, that's all we play. It started with a couple guys who grew up in Southern California together, and then two of them moved up to the Northwest, and they decided every year they were going to get together for the Super Bowl. Well, what do musicians do when they get together? They have a jam. So they decided they'd have a jam on Saturday, watch the Super Bowl on Friday. So they did that for a couple years, just four of them, just a rhythm section. They decided, you know what, there aren't any good tunes that don't have horns. So slowly but surely after that, they started adding horns. I got added about 21 years ago. So for 21 years, I've met with these guys. They're some of the best musicians in the Portland area and some of the best musicians in the country. And it's so awesome to be a part of a band where I feel like I'm one of the least talented guys on the stage. These guys come together, we get one rehearsal.
My name's Kent Dranksholt, and I'm the owner of At the Garages. When Phil called me a few months back, I was excited to be a part of this project because it is so helpful for Parkinson's disease here locally. And that's what this place is all about, is community. I was pleased when we were able to find a Saturday night, get a nice big crowd in here, get some money for the program going, and it looks like we're going to have a great night. And I want to thank Phil for all the work he does behind the scenes.
So I'm super pleased to be at the Garages. I can't say enough about At the Garages and Kent and his staff. They've been amazing to work with, and to give up a venue like this on a Saturday of all things, you know, when they could have another band in here playing, and they're giving all of the money that's coming in to Parkinson's Resources of Oregon. So they're going to benefit with that. Parkinson's Resources of Oregon is also a phenomenal organization. I was diagnosed in 1997.
Hey, I'm Troy Fry, and I'm here at the Garages. And I'm pretty excited about tonight because it's our once-a-year chance to get together with this band. I wasn't there at the beginning, but I got in sort of right after it started. And then my buddy Phil asked me to come and sing a couple songs, and then that turned into lots of songs, and then it turned into too many songs, and I was like, well, that's too many. And Phil took a couple, and then we got 3 or 4 other vocalists over the years. I always try and make this gig because it's super fun. And by the way, Phil's a great guy. He probably doesn't want me talking about this part, but you know, I mean, I really admire him because every time we get together, he really puts it down. We show up, and all I have to do is just make it there on time, and he does the rest. I mean, he's got us on track with our rehearsal. He's got us on track with the load in and the practice and everything. It's top to bottom. But listen, the guy's great, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I would do it for free. But Parkinson's is getting the benefit, so that's why we're here, and I hope that it helps. I'm sure it's probably just a small part of their year, but for us, it's the best part of our year. So glad to be a part of it.
So I'm here. I've been playing with the Bitchins since 2003, which is, I think, a year or two before Phil started playing with us. Back when we were playing in a diesel mechanics garage in Scappoose. Got brought in. We had no written music. We just kind of listened to the music and figured out our parts from there. But yeah, so it's been almost 20 years that I've been part of this group, and when Phil joined, it became really obvious that what used to be a once-a-year for fun band could continue to be a once-a-year for fun band, but if we did it as a fundraiser, we could get more people in, and then we started to get bigger and bigger venues, and we're super excited to be here tonight.
Hey, my name is Kevin. I'm one of the trombonists in the band. and I'm here at the Garages playing with the Bitchins and Phil, and it's a lot of fun. It's great. It's great to have this benefit and support Phil. I haven't mentioned this, I think, to any of the members of the band, but my grandpa actually had Parkinson's, and that's kind of what led to his passing away. So it's a little bit personal for me in some ways to have this benefit as well. So it's for a great cause. It's amazing. It's awesome to get up there and play some good music with a bunch of fantastic musicians, and it's a lot of fun.
I appreciate so much that you bought a ticket. All that money goes to Parkinsons. If you feel so inclined, if you feel so moved, there's a QR code right there on that thing. You can focus on that and send some money to Parkinson's Resources of Oregon if you so choose. So here she is.
Hello. Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm from Parkinson's Resources of Oregon. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We are so grateful for your support. I wanted to take a quick moment to thank Phil for his dedication. As many of you know, he's been living with Parkinson's disease for over 20 years now, and is such an inspiration. And speaking of inspiration, thank you to all the band members here tonight. Can we give them a round of applause? So I know everyone wants to get back to dancing and the music, but if anyone has any questions about Parkinson's disease, I really encourage you to contact us at Parkinson's Resources of Oregon. As Phil mentioned, there are some cards on some of the tables. We're also out front, and our website is on there. So thank you, everyone, and have such a good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. About 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I came out publicly. I hid it all that time. I hid my Parkinson's because I was partly ashamed of it. I had a son to raise, and I didn't want to be pitied. I needed to be able to go out and find a job and not have people look down on me and think, well, he can't do that job, because I had a family to raise. So, in fact, he was still in the womb when I found out I had Parkinson's, and I made him a promise when he was born that he would have a dad through the time he graduated from high school, which he did. He's now got his bachelor's and his master's, and he's working on a doctorate in trumpet performance. So kudos to him. The band decided 15 years ago or so, 10 years ago, to make all of this to be for Parkinson's because I had Parkinson's. So we're here. We started playing, and for a couple of years we just played in garages. We just had a couple people show up, and then some family people came, and then some other people came. And then it got to the point where we had 200, 300, 400 people showing up, and we're trying to jam them into these little spaces. So we decided we'd try to find places.
She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
Well, I am Sarah Lodge, and I have been playing with the Bitchins for several years. Too long to count, 7, 8, somewhere in that pocket. It has turned into such a cool show, and it's such a cool opportunity for us to come together every year and put on an awesome show, and for that show to benefit a nonprofit organization that is near and dear to our hearts, and is an organization that so intensely affects one of our band members and supports his life and his journey with Parkinson's, and that we can come together and use this as an opportunity to do some good and to bring some awareness. And honestly, it's a celebration of life. This is a party and a big celebration, and that we can do it for such an awesome cause, and that it benefits someone that means so much to us and people who are struggling with his same journey and story. That's what's cool about this show. Bitchins.
Tonight we're here raising money for Parkinson's Resources of Oregon. I can't thank, first of all, At the Garages enough for donating this beautiful space for us all to be here. All of the money doesn't go to them, doesn't go to us, it goes to Parkinson's Resources. So make sure you say thank you to Ken and to the staff, welcoming them, thanking them. Also, I want to thank Britt back there on the soundboard for dialing up the talent and dialing down the suck. So it's always good when the sound man turns the suck down and the talent now back. We're just happy to be here. I'm ecstatic to be here with my friends. I look at these guys as my family. And I think if you're at the show or if you ever come to a show in the future, you'll see that this is a group that's family. And one of the things that makes this group stand out from every other group that I play in is that family feeling goes out to the audience. When we're done, they feel like family. They feel like they're part of our family. It's not just a performance. This is a family get together, and they've been invited to the table. So we're just ecstatic to be here and happy to be able to play. Thank you so much. And thank you to the Garages. Thank you to Parkinson's Resources of Oregon, and especially thank you to my Bitchins bandmates. Love them. We're taking a quick break.